Yo, what is up, guys? It's Seal again, and today we're gonna be doing the evolved tier list, but for the medics. There are 6 medics in the game, and first we're gonna be starting out with Val. Val, we're gonna put her in A tier, just like the original Goliath. Some of these portraits look weird, by the way. Their heads are kind of cut off, but Val's in A tier because she has really good healing. She has really good self healing, and she's just overall really balanced in general. It's very fun to play against her. It's very fun to play with her. She can slow down the monster and show her teammates where the monster is. She's got a sniper where she can put on weak points on the monster. And she's just overall a great medic and not overpowered or anything. And then we have Rogue Val. Rogue Val, we're gonna put we're gonna put her in D tier. Rogue Val isn't the greatest medic. She has low healing. Okay, we're gonna put her in C tier because she has good survivability rate. She has a very big self-heal, which recovers about 75% of her health. The only problem with her, or like the biggest problem with her, is just that she doesn't heal that much. She has very low healing, but she can heal multiple hunters at once. But against monsters with very big damage, just like Goliath, with Fire Breath, like everyone can die, and the monster can outdamage her damage very easily. She's better for damage and self-healing, but not really healing other people. And she doesn't really pair great with any other supports either, because she's mostly good for damage comps. That's really it. Then we have Laz. Laz we're gonna put in B tier. He's not the worst medic, and he's not the best medic, but he can revive animals and hunters. He has very low healing rates. Like his recharge comes back very slowly, so you're not going to be healing hunters. The main point of Lazarus is not to heal your teammates, but in fact to disable them from getting strikes. When he revives a teammate, even if they're dead, which was changed in stage 2 by the way, if they're dead, he can revive them and not give them any strikes whatsoever, and no strikes means more health. He can turn himself invisible, so he can cycle his cloak with the support and hide, but the main problem with him is his healing output, although he does give better heals than Rogue Val, even though Rogue Val literally is just Val but with less heals. I don't know how, but he can also revive wildlife just in case like the monster passes through again and he wants to revive a tyrant or something, or if you want to revive a buff, you can get rid of the buff if everyone takes it and then Laz revives it, so the monster can't eat it, or you just like give a monster distraction. You can also turn invisible. His revives are super fast. So a lot of cases you can revive in front of the monster, which is extremely annoying, but overall, Laz is just a B tier medic, in my opinion. Then we got Kyra. Kyra is going to go in C tier with Rogue Val. She has pretty good... Okay, we're going to put her in B tier with Laz, because she's not Rogue Val level. Okay. Kyra has very good heals for other people. The main problem is like almost the exact opposite for Laz. Is just that her self-healing is bad for herself. She barely heals herself with her healing grenades. She doesn't really have that good damage. She doesn't give weak points. Her fire damage isn't that great. And she doesn't have very good self-heals. The reason why she's up in B tier is because her heals are very good on other players. She can give like 25% HP to a hunter's health bar with one grenade, which is very good. And she also can speed up hunters for chase to get to the monster faster, which means that the monster might not get to stage 2 before the hunters arrive, which is very good. And she also can heal multiple people with her grenade launchers and help them in juking the monster with her speed, her accelerant. So if someone's having a problem with juking the monster, Kyra can get right next to them and start speeding them up, or get in their vicinity if she doesn't want to get attacked by the monster, and just shoot healing grenades at them. When she gets focused though, you better hope you got a shielding support, because you're dead. Like, you're dying. She doesn't have good heals, self-heals at all. Next up is Slim. Slim goes in S tier. No doubt about it, 100%. The reason why: he shoots the monster for heals, okay? He does have some counters, like Wraith and Kraken, but against every single other monster, he's insane. And he can be insane against Wraith and Kraken. He has a Spore Cloud gun, where if he shoots the monster, he can get rid of his sense of smell, which means it is extremely hard to see hunters, because you have to rely on your ability to see their hitboxes and what they look like, and sometimes you can even lose hunters that you're trying to focus down with his Spore Cloud. And he has so much healing, and it comes out so fast, because if he just keeps on shooting the monster, especially with behemoths, he just keeps healing and healing and healing. He can also shoot wildlife for heals. When hunters are down, he can get sneaky revives with his bug. He can send out his healing drone, and it will heal hunters off the ground. It will heal hunters across the map. You can send it through walls. He is just overall one of the best medics in the game. And probably broken just because of that Spore Cloud. And last but not least, we have Emmit. I'm going to put him in D tier, I'm sorry to say it. But Emmit, he's in D tier not because of him in general, but because of his gameplay. The problem that Emmit has is that he has to rely on his teammates. Like, he relies on communication. If you don't communicate with an Emmit, your team's probably gonna die, and that's just the basic gist of it. He can place beacons or buoys around the map, and they can get destroyed very easily by the monster. So that's one thing. He can heal with the buoys and his own self, which is kind of good, and he can pick himself up with his own buoys. But if the monster destroys them, then they're effed. So like Goliath, Meteor Goliath, Bob in some cases are counters to him because they have spreadable damage, as well as Gorgon. So he's only really good against Kraken and like Keldor, I guess. Kraken can still snipe his buoys very easily. He has infinite buoys that he can keep placing out, but then there's a problem with hunters. If hunters don't know where your buoys are, they won't get healed, and they won't, like... if they can't juke, then they'll die. You have to know where to place your buoys correctly so that they don't get in the monster's, like, pathing. And, he's just a bad medic. And then, let's not even talk about the respawn beacon. First of all, someone has to be dead, which makes sense, but like the requirements for someone being dead aren't that great, because if someone's down, that doesn't count as them being dead. So the monster can just down all of you, and then you can't ever put down the respawn beacon. The second thing is, it takes 30 seconds, and it has a giant light beacon in the sky that the monster can see. The monster can destroy it in one ability. It works very rarely. The only way you're going to make it work is by going far away. It exposes where you are or the location you're in. There's just so many problems with Emmit. He has good healing. He could work, but like, he's just not great. He's bad. He's a bad medic. And this is my Evolved Medic tier list because I was bored. Do with it what you will. And I'm out.